See it. Welcome to Sister Fifi channel, where you are welcome here. Hey guys, it's Sister Fifi on deck today, guys. I do apologize for our first video, but we pray that you all chime back in. You do not want to miss this topic. We're going to be talking about pros and cons before filing taxes. And I felt led in my spirit to have Miss Judy. Yes, Miss Judy to come on board, guys, to talk about filing taxes. I know a lot of people are excited about getting ready to file your taxes, and I want to help you out before you file them. I want to help you out. Miss Judy want to help you out before you file your taxes. She actually do not. She's not in the tax business anymore of filing taxes for everybody anymore, but she is here to educate us on things she have learned throughout the years. Okay. And she still stay upbeat, to help her children. If she can educate her children along the way, she still does that. Okay. So if you have any questions that you want to ask Miss Judy about taxes, this is your time. Okay. We're talking to someone that's been doing it for a long time. So Miss Judy, how are you?
Doing fine today.
All right. All right. That is a good thing, Miss Judy. At this time, I want you to introduce yourself.
Okay. My name is Judith Hill. I'm originally a retired X-ray technologist, 37 years. But how I got into taxes was with a blended family. It was 8 of us, 6 children, and my husband and myself. And we had to pay taxes with 8 people. So I knew then that something was wrong. We should not have ever had to pay with 8 dependents. Mm-hmm. That's how I got into it. So I went and took a course at Blocks. And come to find out, now that's been over 40 years ago, and haven't had to pay taxes since.
Wow.
And it's because they make their money in those few months. So they go fast doing your taxes.
Okay.
And so it's never for your benefit. They don't want to do complicated taxes because it takes too long.
Okay.
Plus, if they hit one key that's wrong, then your taxes is off. And if you don't catch that, then if it comes back on you in 3 years, then it's your fault because you signed the taxes that they were correct.
Okay. And we're gonna get into all of that, Miss Judy. We're gonna get all into that. So now, guys, Miss Judy has introduced herself. You guys, she has worked in the medical field for years, and she's stating that throughout the years she had to pay taxes. And so if you guys can relate to that, I need you guys to comment and we'll try to, read those comments. But welcome to the live to everyone that is coming in. We want to say we appreciate you guys for chiming in. And like I stated, you don't want to miss this topic because people are getting ready to file now. Okay. We're talking about probably starting this week, right?
Yes.
About this week, people are getting ready to file their taxes. And the reason why I wanted Miss Judy to come on board is because I am a victim. Okay. So of someone you trust to file your taxes. Okay. Okay. So I'm not going to blame them totally. I'm going to blame myself as well because I should have not put all my trust in that person that was filing my taxes. But we must say and be honest, it happens because we're just excited about getting that money. We're getting this money. We feel like, especially H&R Block or Jackson Hewitt. These are big names. These are big leaders out there in the community that serve us to file our taxes. Those are just two names that I'm using. But it does not matter if it's them, small tax tax preparers. It does not matter. It does not matter. You need to hear what you you may be subject to face. And like I stated, I was a victim of it. And so Miss Judy is here because she had to help me through my husband and I, through those hardships. And so as we stated, we have someone that has worked in the health field for years. She was not knowledgeable about filing taxes. She was going to people, tax preparers, just like you and I do every year. So now we're finding out that she has 8 kids. She has a hardworking husband. It was 6 kids and 2 adults. So therefore, you got 6 kids, you have 2 adults, and let's be real, guys. When throughout the years, and I'm over 45 now, throughout my over 45 years, when I turned grown, all I ever heard was, if you have kids, you don't have to worry about filing. You don't have to worry about that. Because because the kids would take care of themselves. Is that what they usually say?
Well, it really was. If you had, the kids would keep you from paying money. Usually, you would get a big amount refund back.
Okay.
But with 8 dependents and having to pay taxes.
Okay.
And back then, we didn't have earned income credit like they do now.
Okay. Okay. So in other words, do you feel like at that time, Miss Judy, that you were not what word do I want to say? Do you feel like somebody was just getting over on you?
Yes.
Okay. What made you think that or feel that?
Was because over the years and having children, that's what kept you going, and that's what you would look forward to, a refund. But this man just went through it fast, and he evidently didn't give us deductions and things that we needed.
Okay.
He just overlooked it. And so that's what made me go take this tax course for my own benefit.
Okay.
And also in the class, and they will tell you, they will give everybody a problem to solve with taxes.
Okay.
But everybody came up with a different answer. But they were all within a range, where they wouldn't get suspicious.
Okay.
So that just goes to show you that, like I said before, it depends on what number you type in. If you're going fast and hit the wrong key, then whoever's taxes you're doing are the ones who have to suffer.
Okay. So now you realize that that something is wrong.
Yes.
So, something is wrong. I have 8 dependents and I'm always paying taxes back. Something is wrong. So you decide to take this tax course. And where did you take the tax course at?
Agent Block.
Okay. H&R Block. And that was how many years?
It's been about 40 years.
Okay, 40 years.
Mhm.
So therefore you have 40 years experience. You can look this way, maybe that
Okay.
because you can look at me. We can look back and forward. But as I was stating, so 40 years, she has 40 years of experience, guys. So we're not talking to someone that does not have experience. Okay. She has 40 years. She decided to do her taxes for her family on her own. So now you realize, and it's fine for us to look at each other now. We're going to go back and forth. We're getting used to it, guys. This is our first time going live. But now you have said that, okay, I'm going to file my taxes for my own, for my family, because something is wrong. Now your eyes is open that, oh, wow, I don't believe that man filed this on my taxes. And so what happened from there? This class, once this class is over, what happens?
Once the class was over and I could see what was going on with the preparer. And all the deductions that I should have gotten, I never did.
Wow.
So he was charging all that money, but in the end, we suffered because he was just getting through.
Okay.
Because they go through fast.
Yes.
And they want to get what, a year's worth of income in those few tax months.
Okay. So in other words, would you recommend for the viewers as well as myself that if you're going to file your taxes, you need your documentation in place?
Yes.
Because that's where I stand at, guys. Okay. Where I was a victim, you go into the taxpayer place and you just have your W-2 forms with you. And they just take your forms. This is what typically happens. They take your form and they ask you a few questions, and they say, well, soon as I get it in, I'll call you and I'll let you know what your numbers are. Is that how it was for you?
Yes. And they don't ask you very many questions.
Correct.
Because that would make them have to work a little bit harder. So they don't ask you that many questions, and you just have to, tell them.
Okay.
When you go, what you have, but you need your documentation before you go, and make sure you get your copies.
Correct. Okay. So I hear what you're saying. She's encouraging us, guys, that if we're going to file our taxes, and if you are a business owner, okay, you need to make sure you really have your documents with you. Okay. If you don't bring your documents and the information off the top of your head to the best of your ability, make sure you have all that information where you could be able to reach it. Okay. Because if the IRS say, I'm going to pull your file and you don't have that information, then you're up a creek. You're up the creek. Okay. You're up. You're going to be all messed up. Okay. Now, with my situation, the first time it happened to me, thank God I had my stuff. Okay. I had my stuff, but I was not prepared for the IRS to say, hey, I need you to go pull X, Y, and Z up, because I was living in North Carolina and living here in Indiana. So I got documents in North Carolina. I got documents here. Now I need to pull information and prove that I have this information. Now, mind you, the taxpayer never asked me for these documents. They didn't ask me for these documents. They only asked me for my tax papers And I gave them a little bit about what I was trying to give them. As Miss Judy stated, they were more like rushing me. I felt like I was rushed. So I was like, okay, cool. I even wrote down some stuff saying, hey, I have this right here. You can, deduct this and deduct that. And when I filed my taxes, guys, like Miss Judy said, I did not, because I trusted them. I'm gonna be honest. They were a big tax preparer. I trusted that lady. I didn't question her. I didn't look at extra documentation, paperwork, or nothing. I did not look at that because I felt like she knew what she was doing. And let me tell you something. You don't want to walk away and you don't check your documents and you sign it. So, Miss Judy, can you explain what happens when we sign that document?
Okay. When you sign, you should look over your tax forms when they finish, or when they tell you to come and pick them up before you sign. Because once you sign it, you're saying everything's correct. And then if you audit it 3 years later, it doesn't make any difference if what's on there was not what you told them. Your signature says it was fine. And so, but we as people, we're finding out a lot of things that we didn't know beforehand. And that we put trust in people, but you go through and one little mistake that they make, and most of the time the mistake is they don't put all the money that's made in there, or they put too much on something, which causes them to put up a red flag at the IRS.
Okay. And so I'm a victim of that as well. Okay. I'm here to be honest and transparent to you guys. And I want you guys to ask any question that you may need answered before Miss Judy leave this live. Because once you file your taxes and it's done wrong, then it's nobody's fault but yours. Okay. So as Miss Judy stated, up to 3 years. Typically they get you at 3 years. What is the reason why they usually would pull somebody file typically after 3 years, near 3 years?
Okay. Well, one thing, that's the time limit that they can go back to.
Okay.
And the 3 years, but by the time the 3 years, most people, they don't remember what the people are asking for one thing. And then they've got 3 years worth of interest if you owe taxes.
Wow.
And then a lot of time, if they have sent you money and then they go through it and they find out that it was a mistake, then you're going to have to pay interest for 3 years on that.
Wow.
Even if it's $5,000 or $6,000, $2,000 or $3,000. So that adds up with 3 years of interest.
Wow. 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 So guys, do you guys hear that? Do you guys hear that? That's 3 years of interest. And Lord Jesus, have mercy on me, because, I don't want to have to pay 3 years back because of someone else's mistake. It's my mistake because I didn't look over it and I didn't read the information. That's my fault. Okay. That's my fault. We must own up to this stuff. and I'm glad that Miss Judy is willing to help me through my what word would it be? My innocent. I was innocent. I was innocent. I was just excited. I finally, got taxes back. Oh my goodness, I got taxes back. Oh my goodness, I got this much back. These are the cons that we're talking about right now, the bad part of not filing the correct way. Okay. And we want to talk about now, if you have children, if you have children, now I still want to stay on the cons. Okay. Filing other people's children will bite you. Will bite you. Eventually it will catch up to you. Okay. So how does that happen, Ms. Judy?
Well, see, the Internal Revenue, they have ways to catch you, because when you file other people's children, you have to prove that they were in your home, they went to the school district in your district. They have all these other things. Plus, a lot of times the real parent has on food stamps or Section 8, but people don't think about that.
Wow.
And so these are ways that they have, to catch you. Because the person that you give money to that let you use their children, they're not going to be in any trouble.
Correct.
You are the one who's going to have to pay back.
So are you saying that the parent is going to have to pay it back, or the one that filed the child?
The one that filed the child.
Wow. Guys, did you hear this? We're just trying to prepare you guys for 2019 taxes because this stuff is real. Miss Judy has some questions, or some information that you want to share. You want to go ahead and read some of this stuff out?
Yeah, the first thing is, do not file early before the end of January, for the simple reason a lot of your papers may not be in that you need, especially if it's a large amount. That would be the difference between you owing and getting back. So like this year, it was, you're not supposed really until after January the 27th.
Okay.
And if you file early and all your paperwork is not there, then you're going to have to go through an amended return.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't want to do that, but they know if you don't go through it, they're going to catch you in 3 years. And in this year, in 2019, if you qualify for earned income credit, then you wouldn't be able to, they're not even going to process these claims until after February the 15th.
Wow. Say that again for me.
Then if you qualify for earned income credit with children and extra credit, they're not going to even process these claims until after February the 15th of this year.
Wow.
And the earliest to expect your refund will be March the 2nd. Now, this is something different. People was used to
getting it fast.
Getting their money, fast. And this is all because of this tax reform thing that's going on, But it's a lot of women that were getting real large, some of them $9,000 refunds.
Yes.
But things have changed.
Wow.
The days of a lot of refunds, those high refunds, very few will be able to get that. An example, my granddaughter, I went to file her taxes, and I told her, son, you got to wait until after the 27th. And so when I filed it beforehand, and she wasn't going to get it back. I didn't file it. I just did it just to show her, but it wasn't sent through. And she was only going to get back $2,000 or something. And it was only because the earned income credit with the extra child credit
Mm-hmm.
wasn't added on to that until after this date. So a lot of people who did their taxes early that went to get a loan at these places, they probably didn't get all the money that they should have gotten, because until that date passed was when you would be able to, see this earned income credit.
So I want to make sure I understand, for you guys that are chiming in, I do not, my husband and I don't have kids together. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we won't be filing with children, but I want you guys that have children to understand what's going on. Okay. And for those that don't have children, we want Miss Judy to expound on this. Okay. To help us out. So what you're saying is if they have children, they need to make sure that they're waiting.
Yeah.
Because if they file too early, they're gonna miss that earned income.
Yeah, you can send it in, but they're gonna hold it at the Internal Revenue. They won't even start working on it until after the 15th of February. Now, if your income is where you qualify without children, and you can get earned income credit, well, it'll be the same with you also.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
For the non-people that don't have kids.
Right.
It's gonna, you mean that it apply to us both?
Yeah.
Okay.
It apply to you both because of sometimes if it's married filing joint, or if it's by yourself, and if your income is too high, you wouldn't qualify for earned income anyway.
Okay.
But if you do qualify that earned income, then you have to wait just like the other one with the people with children, because they get that extra money.
Yeah.
But because of extra child credit along with the earned income.
Uh-huh. Okay, guys. So now we understand, guys, that Miss Judy is saying that it applies to both of us, but the ones with the kids are just getting that extra money, but we still have to follow that same process. Okay. So you're saying that the best time for us to file is what date again?
Okay. If you don't qualify for earned income,
okay,
anytime after the 27th of this month,
okay,
you can file. Because ever since this tax reform, they have changed the date where it just runs up at a certain, because it's a short period from that to April the 15th or whatever, to file.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead, Ms. Judy, with your next question.
Also, a lot of times, if you have children, teenagers that are working, sometimes that job with them working, it hurts the parents, because if they make a certain amount of money, then they have to file taxes themselves. So then the parents are not able to get all the deduction and credit that they would ordinarily for this child.
Okay.
If they are under 17.
Okay. So guys, we need to understand that if you have kids, this is what she's talking about. She's prepared us for, if you got kids that are working and you're trying to file them as well, it's going to be a little bit more difficult, right?
Well,
that's what you're saying.
Yeah, but a lot of the what that you can use for them, you won't be able to use, because if they make a certain amount of money, they have to file on their own.
Okay.
And see, kids don't pay the bills. The parents pay the bills in the house. So a lot of times that little job with your kids working hurts you.
So it's really best for that child to just go ahead and focus on school.
That's it.
And because as long as they're in your house, it's going to work against you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Guys, that is some wonderful information. I pray that this is good information to you guys, and you guys are enjoying this information with Miss Judy that she's teaching on. So guys, please don't rush into filing your taxes before the 27th. Try
Yeah.
to do it after
Mhm.
the 27th. Okay. I know we all get excited. We want that money, but also we don't want to pay back. Okay. We don't want to pay back, or we don't want to be gypped from what is due to us. So I do want to just pause on that for a minute, Ms. Judy, and let's talk about what kind of things that we need to watch for when the preparer is preparing your taxes, to make sure that they're giving you all of your
Credits.
Your deduction and credits. Because a lot of times, I must say, throughout the years, I didn't get all those deductions. I didn't get all those credits because I don't know. I don't know the reason why, but I never got back really a whole lot of money back when I was in North Carolina. But when I moved here, I realized that I was able to get more back. So can you share with them what they need to make sure they're looking at on those forms and asking those questions that they get those benefits?
The main thing is that you got all year to you need to just look at the tax forms and the deductions and everybody that we have the computers and things now, and just go on and to the Internal Revenue site and see what you qualify for, because it'll make you sick when you know there's certain things that we are qualified for, but by them doing that year's work in a few months, they will not, unless you know, to have them put this on.
Mm-hmm.
But as tax people who want their taxes filed, don't worry about, because whether it's early or whether it's late, if you're going to get some, you're going to get some. And if you owe some, you're going to owe. And another thing, I don't know how people, but I do know, always during the year, if you want a refund, take out, you do not carry yourself as a deduction. If you have a lot of kids, do not. Now with this thing, they had people, well, you're going to have to bring more home on the week.
Okay.
That little bit of money, they say $50, but that's going to be taxed.
Off the $50.
Yeah. Off, you're going to get this more on your check. Now, what can $50 do for you?
Right.
You need it more at the end of the year.
Correct.
So I would not carry a whole family. Wow. I would just, at the end of the year,
then carry
them on your taxes.
Wow. Now I have a young lady that's on here, and we want to say shout out to City in the building. She's stating that a lot of times you won't qualify for the deduction and credits because of your tax profile. Mm-hmm. Okay, she's a preparer as well. So I'm going to try to reach out to her as well, because we need to be educated, guys. We need to be educated. And she says, have your clients call financial management. It's a 800 number. They will let you know. Wow. This is free information, guys. And I want you guys to take advantage of this. Okay. And so now, Ms. Judy, you're encouraging the people to file their children at the end of the year versus throughout the year as they're working, because you need it more at the end. Okay.
But if you have a house full of kids, you can carry part of.
Okay.
But I would not carry everybody during the year just to get this extra so-called $50 that they kept telling everybody they was going to get on your check every month.
Okay.
I mean, every week, or whenever you get paid, every 2 weeks or a month or whatever.
Okay. All right. Now we're going to go to our next question Miss Judy has.
Oh, always be truthful in whatever you put on your tax form, because whatever it is going to bite you later on. So many people, they think that they can get ahead. And I tell people, they'll say, well, they let me use their children, but then they want them to pay them
correct
$1,500, $1,500 or $2,000 because they think that's what they're worth.
Yes.
The deduction is just a number on paper. It's not money really that you're gonna have.
Wow.
But the people think that you owe them that. So it's just do the right thing.
Wow. Guys, I've been there. I've been there, Miss Judy. I've seen it. I have been there. I know exactly what Miss Judy's talking about. So guys, you guys think about what's going on. So you guys can get money back as well as not be subject for the IRS to get you. And let's talk about frozen assets. Let's talk about that. They can go in your account. The IRS can go in your account. You think that it only happens on TV. I come to tell you, no, it happens in real life. Okay? I can witness to that. It happened to me. Okay? It happened to me. I was at work when it happened to me. I thought somebody had to rob my account. I said, hold on, wait a minute here. Oh no, you have your money's alarm on your bank, and something went off, and I was like, oh my goodness, I told my job, I got to get out of here. Somebody has fraudulently took money out of my husband's account. And guess who it was? It was the IRS. It was the IRS. Even though they had to straighten it out, but guess what? We got it all straightened out. But they had that power to go in our account. But we had to prove. I'm telling y'all, don't take this as a joke. This is real facts. So 2019, file your taxes the right way. Get with people that are going to file your taxes and give you all your earned income. I'm amazed right now because I didn't need children, Miss Judy, like I thought I did. I literally thought I needed children in order to get a tax back. I found out since I moved to Indiana, you don't need children. They're a blessing, don't get me wrong, but you don't have to use children to get money back. If you work and you have somebody to file your taxes the right way, then you can get money back. So what are those ways? What are some of the ways that they can get money back when they file like that the right way?
Well, one thing I tell people, if you don't have any federal taxes taken out, why do you think you're going to have some that come back at the end? People think they're going to have a big return, but they look on their where it says money taken out, there's nothing there. Because you can make up to, I think, $4,000 or $5,000 before it's taxable. But I don't wait on that 4 or 5. And an example, I'm going to tell you right now, if you just draw Social Security, you're fine. But me and my husband, we have retired and we got a pension. But if you got a pension and there's so much, both of them together, then part of your Social Security is taxable.
Okay.
So what we have to do, we got to take out money on our Social Security. So that we will not have to pay at the end.
Wow.
So that's another thing that people don't, they realize, they think that they don't have to pay. But if you got a pension and you getting Social Security, then part of your Social Security is going to be taxable.
Wow. she's dropping some nuggets, guys. She's dropping nuggets for those that have children. This is free information. She's dropping nuggets for those that don't have children, and she's dropping nuggets for those that are retired. That I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you because it's so many people that are filing their taxes wrong. And shout out to City in the building. That she said a lot of things. She's agreeing with a lot of things that you're saying. She said you qualify for earned income without children. Don't you know? I'm being honest. I was ignorant. I really thought I had to have children. And they made me, the taxpayer made me feel like I needed children. And she said, may not be as much, but you're getting something, some of the prize. Laughing out loud. I have been doing taxes for 20 years now. Wow. We have 20 years on the internet posting information, and we have someone here 40 years giving you live information. Okay? So when you go and sit down to your next taxpayer, prepare, thank you, make sure you trust them. Make sure they're going to have time for you because you're missing money. You know, you getting $1,000, $200 or $1,000 back. All you're saying is, woo, I don't have to pay taxes. That's all that matters to me. Thank you for the 200. When you were valuable for about 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. So, Miss Judy, back to what I was saying. What is the right things that they can say to the preparer to make sure that they're entering that information? Like for instance, letting them know that I'm filing for like miles. Can you do file for like your house and all of that? What are some of those things you can deduct?
Well, that depends on if you got a business and go on, then you can file for a lot of things. I mean, you qualify for a lot of things that a normal person wouldn't be able to.
Okay.
And then again, this year they've got a thing in there where they took away a lot of things. They've taken away it's something about eating credit like they used to. But anytime you see that first page on your tax, it's just cut down. The first just a half a page, then you know we're gonna lose. Half a page, the things that we used to be on there, is gone. So unless you're almost the rich and the famous, that's who the tax reform is helping. It's not helping us.
Wow.
And but the main thing to your question is to always take your receipt, everything that you want.
Okay.
You got to have it documented for them to use.
Okay.
Into that. And so, because without them having that, the information, but these long forms and business forms take up a lot of time.
Okay.
So they make a lot of their money too on these little short ones. They can get through right quick. But the main thing, and then when they get through, just have them show you how they calculated this.
Okay. Okay.
Because
if they calculate it and you do not look, you are subject to pay back taxes. Okay. Someone stated that Rico Bazaar says, I have a few of my friends is watching right now. Questions: if you are on disability and making money off YouTube, how bad do that affect you?
Well,
because they're like independent.
Yeah. Right? Well, on disability, on any disability, you know, you can work and make so much money, Social Security, but they allow you to make so much, but you got to stay within that range.
Okay, so okay, okay, guys. Did you all get that? So Rico, she's stating that you can work and make a certain amount of money, okay? But you have to stay within that range. But this is a different level, okay? This is YouTube is a business.
Yeah.
Okay. So if
it doesn't matter if it's a business or whatever they allow you, income is income.
Okay.
Income is income. So they allow you to make so much.
Okay.
Even if you're disabled, you know.
Okay. Business or non-business.
Yeah. It's just money.
Money.
Income.
Money. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. So Rico, I hope that helped you out with that question. City says you can file your pets in the same states of California is one. Wow. Didn't know that. But she said in certain states. So California is one. Wow.
Indiana is
oh, I know.
Can't hardly file herself in Indiana.
Okay. And okay. So guys, be careful if you guys are on disability. She's saying that she's not discouraging you guys for filing, okay, or making money, but make sure that you're in that guideline because you can end up paying back money or losing. I've heard people have lost their disability by going over that budget. So guys, think about that. They said, thank you for that information. You're welcome. All right, we're gonna go to another question. Miss Judy is gonna share with us, guys.
What I was gonna say is, you go online again, and you'll be surprised. Just look up the changes in the tax laws that benefit us small, normal people. That and you'll see the things that really hurt us. But and then all the things that you were able to be qualified for before, you know, is they've taken away so much. But you know, during the year, without reading a magazine or something else, just go on the tax law changes and you will see, and you will know things that you need to put up or things that you need that will help you. And also, you know, a lot of people, they win money at the casino or bingo or that's taxable.
Okay.
Or at the Hoosier Lottery here in Indiana.
Okay.
And you should always
file that too.
Well, you have to, but you should always take the taxes off front at the top.
Okay. Yeah,
Indiana, they automatically take off federal.
Okay.
But your Indiana taxes, they don't. But if you're smart, you know the percentage, you take that yourself out and put that money up.
Okay.
Because you're gonna owe that at the end of the year anyway. And it's taxed higher, that money like that.
Wow.
So if you win money, take those taxes off the top, because really, if you win it, it's free money. Anyway, whatever's left is free money for you. But those taxes do that beforehand.
Wow. Hey, y'all, Miss Judy hitting the gambling. Lord, look, Miss Judy giving it to you. Now, if you gamble, you win a lot of money, you better pay your taxes. Put the money aside. Guys, I am so excited about this live tonight. Is really a blessing. C-City said, always call financial management to see where you stand. Thank you so much. Are you able to put that number, C-City, in the down there in the comment section? Because I don't know it right off. But if you're able to Google it and put it in there, we would truly appreciate that. Matter of fact, would you write that down? I'm going to check up on it. You know, this is information that I needed. as well, you know, guys, because like I said, I have been a victim of people, you know, they filed my taxes and I didn't look at it. They put the wrong numbers in, and then the IRS are, you know, looking for those numbers. And, you know, I'm praying that, Lord, you know, help me through this because I don't know what this woman did. And I done signed my name. And it's, you know, like Miss Judy is saying, and like the IRS is saying, look, it's your handwriting, and we're going by that. Okay. So we're waiting on that number. And Miss Judy, do you have another question that you want to share with them before we wind it down?
No, that's about it. But be sure, and because there's a lot of things that, like she said before, that you could have a larger refund if you know what to use.
So, guys, you can be able to, and you help me out if I'm wrong, you can be able to, it depends on what state you're in. I put it that way, right?
Yeah.
It varies. You usually can file your house, okay, food, expense, typically, like she said, if it haven't been cut down, the sheet.
If it's a business.
If it's a business, guys. Now, if it's not a business, then you can't file that. Okay. So typically, what can they file if they're not a business? It's the children and what?
Well, you can file in Indiana. You can file if you're buying a home. You can file, use your house taxes.
Okay.
And then you can use if you rent and the rental place paid taxes, then you can use so much percentage of your rent.
Okay. Yeah, I love that because when I moved here, you know, I don't know if that's in the state of North Carolina. Do you feel like that's worldwide or is just for Indiana?
It's probably, I know they probably have, if you own your house or pay taxes on your house.
For sure, you can file that. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know how each state has their.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so guys, here in Indiana, I don't know about your states, but filing your taxes typically, you know, you need to ask because you don't know. If you live in an apartment complex, you may be able to write that down. Okay, your taxes on your vehicle. I didn't even know that you can do that.
Because the excise tax, the taxes for your license plate, and
Yes.
a brand new car. You can use that. Now they used to be able to use it, but the way they've done these this tax law changes, I don't know now because I haven't clicked on all these tables and different things.
So do you have some of them there?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So what website can you which website can you share with them to go to check the updates for the 2019 taxes?
Oh, just go on to the IRS.gov and then just tax law changes.
Okay. Let's see. We have someone that says a city said 1-800. Okay, this is the number. The number is 1-800 guys 304-3107, and that's financial management number, guys. I'm telling you guys, you know, you can file, you know, just check. Don't allow nobody to fool you guys. 2019, like I stated, you don't have to have children to get money back. I was able to get money back when for years, it was times I didn't get nothing back, broke even, you know, that's what they say, or I got $200. The most, I think it was maybe $800 to $1,000. That will be it. And came to Indiana and found that I was able to get money. I'm not disclosing the amount, but I want to say my husband and I don't want to leave him out, we were able to get monies back. And we didn't have to lie and say, Jane Doe is my child. And, you know, we found out tonight, you don't have to do that. Make sure whoever your preparer is, that they are really for you. They're not just trying to get you a number and put any number there and shoot you out the door. And then when the IRS in 3 years pour your file, you can't find none of this. And you be like, wait a minute, what number was that? I didn't put that number there. I didn't tell her that or him that. I am a living fault of that. I'm a victim of that. And I'm hurt. And I wanted to share it to you guys so it don't happen to you. And if it do happen to you, after you hear this video, it's your fault. Don't care. You paying them $300. You know how much I pay her? Over $600 to fix my taxes. And this is what I get? Because she put in a number that I didn't even say put in and put it up under one location. She didn't even distribute it out. Miss Judy went over it. She's like, what, man, I'm confused. Why is all of it in one little section? She didn't put, was it the house? I mean, the house information.
She put cash money and gifts
in one area.
Yeah, one area for the business. And so that's what the red flag was. It was too much money. And so you had to prove it, which all of it wasn't the business cash money. The other stuff was somewhere else.
Correct.
But she put it all, a big lump sum in the business.
Like I was a millionaire, okay? It was a millionaire status. Well, Lord, I receive it in Jesus' name that one day I'll be a millionaire and I can pay that. But let me tell y'all something. Take this information. If you have questions, you better ask somebody in your local area so they can help you guys. Absolutely. And thank you so much, Tasty Moxford, for coming in. Thank you, Eastwood 50, for coming in. It's the truth, guys. Thank you, AK. Big E's, thank you for coming in. I'm just going down 4Ks. Thank you for coming in. Bless Row. Hey, sweetheart. Thank you for chiming in. I appreciate you. Gianna Rivers, thank you for coming in. Y'all, I pray that this information in the wrong place. Yes, but you have to get with someone who really knows taxes. In the wrong place? Yes. She put all that information in one place. And Miss Judy is the one that helped me to get this stuff organized. And I'm praying that I can keep this stuff straightened out. Guys, I'm not going to keep you no longer. We have 2 minutes. I usually do an hour, and that's what we're going to stick with. I want you to know that I appreciate you all for taking your time to listen in. I pray that this information was vital to you guys. Y'all see it in the back. File taxes. All right. That's what this topic was about. Tasty Mafia said, I know that's right. Yes. Do the right thing, guys. Rewind the video if you were not able to hear this information. And Miss Judy, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much. And City, C-City, I want you to inbox me because I want you to be on live, baby, because you got some great information as well. And we need to, stay on this topic, guys, so we can be able to better educate you all for your taxes. All right. Miss Judy, you have anything you want to say before we leave?
No. The only thing I had to say is I was a victim before too. But, but what we need is we need any kind of information that'll help our people.
Yes. Thank you so much.
And just don't believe, because it's a business, a tax business because they really working for
Themselves.
themselves and their benefit.
Wow.
A lot of them, but there are some good ones. But
Yeah.
I know before we only had just certain people we could go to,
Yes.
but now our people are doing things
Wow.
now. But yeah, just beware. Just
Wow.
beware of what's going on. And you can just go online and see all that information is there. That say, well, I didn't know that. But you can be ready for the next time. But do not file your taxes early because your unemployment, that's one thing that most people leave out of the taxes.
Correct.
Because they, for some reason, in Indiana, they don't get them filed till the end of our 1st of February or something. And then because whatever is supposed to be in your filed internal revenue, it's there, copies of it before your taxes get there. So that's how come they know when you don't turn in something.
Wow. You guys heard it. All right, guys. Sister Fifi want to log off by saying, guess what? Blessings. We love you. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.